Hello, my name is Oliver Pepin, and this is my artist talk. Carl Sagan once said, "Science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality." I take that to heart. As an artist, I make compositions that combine photography with my interest in technology, science, psychedelia, and spirituality. An artist who has inspired me is painter Alex Grey, whose work is best described as psychedelic realism, but also visionary, sacred, and clinical. He has created hundreds of detailed and vibrant paintings by hand that depict energy webs radiating from someone who is experiencing vivid emotions like creative insight, a connection to nature, despair, death, love, and cosmic oneness. So, Alex Gray's illustrations helped me, as an emerging artist, feel validated in wanting to represent psychedelia and spirituality in my own work. Foundational to my craft, I've spent my youth and 20s playing on computers with friends, and over the years learned how they work, how they're built, and about their history. I naturally started exploring graphic softwares like Photoshop. Already being tech savvy helped kickstart my creative pursuits. These computer and software skills were important because they were foundational for the type of work I create now. Lately, I've been learning about the history of graphics, and this has helped me understand where tools in Photoshop come from. In this image, Dithered Thistle, I've processed a photograph of mine using an old compression format called dithering, which recalculates how the image should look after drastically reducing its bit depth. This process creates a digital version of a pointillism painting and is reminiscent of older graphics. I also found and have been using Jason Rampey's Visions of Chaos application, which includes many tools for simulating various things. Through his software, I've learned and played with chaos theory, a branch of science and math that aims to simulate deterministic systems in nature like cellular automata, Turing patterns, gravity simulations, fluid simulations, dendritic growth. I have also been paying attention to the innovations happening in this space for a handful of years now. With society's increase in artificial intelligence research, it is easier than ever for me to be a hobbyist without needing a computer science degree. Jason Rampey's Visions of Chaos includes machine learning models that can produce AI-generated images. After setting up my computer to be able to do this, I found myself admitting I had no idea how they worked. Considering their impact is a hot topic, I felt I should be a responsible user and look into how their architectures function. One of these machine learning models that caught my eye is the computer vision program Google Deep Dream, a convolutional neural network that identifies and enhances patterns in images, creating algorithmic pareidolia, which is a human ability to identify visual meaning in arbitrary patterns, sort of like seeing a dragon in a cloud. I researched how it works and created this two-part diagram. Deep Dream uses a pre-trained image classification model. In the case of understanding how training works, say we are training a model to identify dogs. When fed an image of a dog, layers of kernels or neurons do passes over the image, extracting small characteristics like edges and patterns. The following layers of kernels are then able to identify larger portions of the image, like structure, features, and objects. The model is done training once it has an optimal success rate for identifying whether any image it looks at is a dog or not. Google Deep Dream uses one of these pre-trained models and reverse engineers the idea, taking the kernels that have learned to identify features and programming them to enhance what it sees into any image that you input over the course of many passes. This process is called inceptionism. Deep Dream helped pave the way for artificial intelligence in the late 2010s, but it is also based around the architecture of a brain's neural circuits, playing into chaos theory and suggesting that art imitates life. I make photographs of things that put me in awe and then feed them through Google Deep Dream to generate patterns of pareidotic visions. In doing this, I give partial control over to Google Deep Dream. However, I can control a lot of the parameters, such as what the model is looking for in my photographs and therefore what it puts into my photographs. Alongside this, the themes of my work expand beyond chaos theory as I continue to create self-portraits that consider the dilemmas and joy of my own embodiment as a reflection of my developing worldviews and experiences. Alongside technology in my self-portraiture, I use scientific things such as diffraction grating film, which has thousands of grooves per inch that split visible light into the spectrum. I also go out and shoot photos of the night sky and myself in them. Like Gray, I aim for psychedelic realism, but by utilizing Jason Rampey's software in my work, I integrate and guide technologies to further suggest the psychedelic linkage between science, art, and technology. And with that, this is the end of my artist talk. Thank you for listening.